What's up, guys? Toy Bro back again for another review. Today we're doing something a little bit different. Yet again, we're taking a look at a stuffed animal this time. Now you might be wondering why, and that is because this is the official return of Teddy Ruxpin from Wicked Cool Toys. This is an update to the 80s toy that I had as a child. Teddy Ruxpin, he played cassette tapes that told stories. There was a action figure line, there was a cartoon, the whole nine yards. It was pretty big, I think. I think it was anyway. I definitely was very aware of it. I had tons of toys for it. And this is an updated look at Teddy Ruxpin. He is Bluetooth compatible now, so there's no tapes this time. He has a different look. He's got crazy LCD eyes that we're definitely going to be taking a look at. But we're going to look at the box real quick. You've got Teddy Ruxpin in this nice big window box. Spin it around. And then on the back, kind of details what we're working with here. So kind of gives you an overview of what he does, some of the animations, how he works, some of these stories that are included. And interestingly enough, the stories that are included feature the original look of Teddy Ruxpin. So these are I believe these are the original stories from the 80s. That's pretty much what it looks like, at least from the verbiage here. And then from what I remember, that's definitely the original Teddy and Grubby down there. So let's pull this guy out and take a closer look. All right, and here is Teddy out of his box. And like I said, he is a kind of new design. Obviously, they're not going to rehash the original. There is a Target exclusive version of Teddy that looks more like the original from the 80s, but his colors are still a little different. He's not exactly the same. Basically, just different clothes. He doesn't have the button down. I don't think he has the jeans either, but you know, it's not a big deal. So we're going to talk about him. There's not a great deal to talk about. He's an interactive toy, so it's more something that you really want to get and play with. You know, play with your kid. This isn't something that I want to play with, though I've spent enough time fooling around with him today. So you can see he's about 14 inches tall. We've got moving mouth, and we've got LCDs for the eyes, and I'll show those here in a minute. We've got the original Storytelling Friend brand on the foot there. We've got a patch on his shirt or on his vest. We've got a removable vest. You can undo the Velcro. That's how you get into the guts in the back. So there is a battery panel back here. There is a slot on the back of his vest here, and you can put his, he's got a Sleepytime Mask that you can put on his head when he's not in use. Pop it in here just so you don't lose it, really. But on the back of the panel, there is the battery compartment. He takes 4 AA's that are not included. There is the power switch, which has volume, and then there is a data port for bringing in more stories, and then there is the Bluetooth sync button, which I have to preface this review by saying that getting this thing to work with my phone, I've got a Galaxy S7, just for reference, was a real pain, and it wasn't until I kind of figured out that this thing requires more permissions than your average app. So you need to go into your permission settings, at least on Android, and give this thing location and storage rights. So otherwise, it'll never pair. And you don't pair it on your own. The app that you download pairs it. So in that regard, there is an app that you download for this guy. Because the whole point of Teddy Ruxpin previously was that he was a storytelling bear. So in the 80s, he had tapes that you put in his back, and he would tell the stories that would kind of correspond to books. This time around, there are no physical books, and there is no tape, which might have been easier for me, but I've gotten him working, and he works really well. So the way he works is you pair him with your phone, you download the Teddy Ruxpin app, and when you turn him on, you trigger the phone to recognize what story he's going to tell. So he'll tell a story, and that book appears on your phone, and then it follows through page by page. So we're going to turn him on here.
Hi, my name is Teddy Ruxpin. Can you and I be friends?
So right off the bat, you can see those eyes are incredibly, I'm not going to say creepy, but they're just a little bit too much, I think. A lot of people think this is kind of creepy. It's not really bothered me, but he's definitely very, very animated. The eyes will change. So far I've seen them turn into hearts. They turned into a globe during one of the books, but we can turn him on, and there's a few controls that are built into the hands and then in the chest. So you click the right paw to start a book, and obviously I have no way of really showing the story while this is going on right now, but for sake of argument, there would be on your phone or your iPad or tablet, there would be a story that goes along with it in terms of a book.
Come dream with me tonight.
Teddy. Hey, Teddy.
Huh? Oh, hi, Grubby. What's going on?
Well, Teddy, I'm just a little confused.
Confused about what?
Okay, so you saw, I'm not going to do the whole story. I don't want to put these on the internet for people to just listen to the story. So we've got the right paw that starts him up, and what it also does is it will skip between stories, and they're kind of in a sequential order. So there are 3 stories that come on the base bear. Some other bears have more, and then you can buy more in the app, which will then allow you to upload them into Teddy, and they go in the same order. So if you click this, it'll go to the next story, and then the next story, and then if all you had are 3, it'll cycle back to the beginning. This paw will pause and restart him.
About bears.
And then if you want, once you've got him going, you can press the patch on the vest here, and it will kind of jump chapters is the best way to say it. So a lot of these stories have songs in them as well. So this one is a story about bears, and there's a song in here about koala bears. So we can start them up.
You are?
Yeah. Koalas no. Well, Teddy.
And then you press it. It's kind of hard to get sometimes, but there is a button in the chest, and it will skip to the song, and then it'll skip to a chapter, and then it'll keep going in kind of chunks until you get to the end of the book. I think he's a pretty cool toy. He's kind of pricey. He is $100 right now, but he has a lot to offer. It's something that if you are familiar with him in terms of the 80s show or the old toy, then you're probably going to, have a little bit of nostalgia when you see him and when you hear that voice, because on top of all of that, the voice is the same that you had in the 80s and in the show. So I'm assuming these are just reissues of the same stories. I don't really remember the stories, so to speak, but that's the voice of Teddy Ruxpin. It's the voice of Grubby. It's the voice of Gimmick. And I'm pretty sure that it's just the same stuff, but in a new, updated body with new tech behind it. So I think he's pretty cool. My daughter has seen him, and she kind of went crazy for a minute when she saw him light up and what he does. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how she reacts when she gets to play with him like kind of full time. So that is going to do it for this look at the new Teddy Ruxpin from Wicked Cool Toys, everyone. Let me know what you guys think about this. Do you remember Teddy Ruxpin? Are you familiar with him at all? Are you interested in picking this one up for maybe yourself or for one of your kids? So feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And until next time.